What's going on, guys? It's September 9th, 2025, and we're going to talk about the love for God. Everybody's coming back to this. It's all there really is. Hey, boss. I just seen someone driving crazy. Hello, Andreas. Nice to see your beautiful face. Do they have different accents throughout Cyprus? Like, does the voice change even though it's the same language? What do you mean by what? Yeah, because there's people like in the city and then the countryside. People usually have different slang. And why? Thank you. Yeah, what do you mean by my face is better? God bless you guys. We just started this. I'm so happy to be with you. God made me do this. the the love for all you guys. When when we feel love, we want to give love. When we feel happy, well, everything's fine. And this all these feelings that we ever feel, they come from inside of us. Everything we witness comes from inside of us. So if we become aware how stuff makes us feel and our thought, if we become aware of this, then we can master our own self. Each town, that's interesting, Andreas. Yeah, I mean, I could be getting better over time, Andreas. That's why I look better. I'm also taking like protein shakes because I can't eat food. I don't know if you know what protein powder is. Do you know that? So all of creation, it's beaming inside of us. I appreciate that. Thank you, Andreas. Yeah. I mean, I feel better, so it would correlate. We are living the life through God. Now, some call us God, but we can connect with the life of God in how He feels. We can feel, when we feel His love, and we can feel it, it's actually what keeps us alive. It is life that keeps us alive. And if we feel this, then we feel God. Because it's not about a thought. God is not a thought. It's actually something that you feel. Hey, boss. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Even happiness. Happiness is God's happiness. We are already there. We don't need any questions. And it's actually beyond your thoughts. You said you do intermittent fasting? Yeah. Anybody is welcome to ask their questions. Simply, the life of God and the feel of Him is actually a part of us. They call it as the children of God. They call it a lot of different things. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful out here. And that's why we can feel this life right now. You know, everything becomes beautiful once we start feeling beautiful. Once we start feeling good, doing the things we want, then all of life changes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a very beautiful background. We are living life, which is pure happiness. We should be joyful no matter what we do. And if we don't like what we do, then we can change what we do. That's the power of feeling God and becoming aware. Yeah. We need to be bouncing up and down with joy. You are happiness. Only you can block the happiness. You are outside and you had liver enzyme issues? Oh, wow. Well, God bless you. That's crazy that you had that. But that was just a sign from God that you had to become more alert. It wakes you up and you change it to a positive. Now, you made a correction, you changed what had to be changed. If there's something going on in your life that you don't like, well, if you don't change it or fix it immediately, which most people don't, then it literally becomes the biggest burden of your life. So as soon as you don't like something or something's wrong, you kind of like settle down with it. Most people do this in relationships, but it's not worth it. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Yeah. Do you feel better, Andreas? Yeah. Went for an hour. Did you mean you quit? Yeah, yesterday when I hopped on the live, I don't know if it's like glitching out, but yesterday I went on the live and like 600 people came in, 600 total. But last night I went on the live and only 30 people came in my live. Yeah. I don't know if it glitched out. I don't know if it's just like a lucky time thing. But the greatest thing is to feel this life inside of you. There's nothing greater than this. The greatest thing of life is life itself. And when you feel this, you are fulfilled. You want to be fulfilled. You always search for something. That's because you want to search for the life that you feel inside of you. Your mind wants to shut up. That's why it asks questions. It wants to actually feel your life. Because you can only feel the life inside of you, the greatest thing, when you stop thinking. You can become aware of your thoughts, and then you want to end your thoughts so you can feel the love of God. Reality that you're in actually has a feeling, and you can feel this right now. It's why I'm here. It's why you're here. Being overexcited kills people's. Yeah. I mean, that's why you got to have a balance. You can only get overexcited, and it's better than being depressed or something. Being overexcited is way better. But overexcited excitement, it comes from your head. You got to watch your thoughts because you are reacting to them. You're reacting to everything that's going on. No one's controlling you. No one's choosing how you react. So this, how you react, but it's mainly to your own thoughts. Once you see that you don't even have to react, because as soon as you react in a negative way, well, then you get caught up in negativity, in more negative thoughts and feeling. So you either choose a positive feel, which is God and who you really are. As soon as you look at something pessimistic, like pessimistically, as soon as you judge somebody, look at it negative, then you start to feel negative. And it happens very quick. Are you overexcited, Andreas? The source of creation and all of creation is inside of you. You are living it. If we slow down, take some time out of our day, and just see our thoughts. There's no point in analyzing our thoughts. Because if you know they are endless, you think about this, and then you think about that. But there's no meaning behind it. Because once you start escape of the mind, then you start feeling the life that you are. And it's the best feeling in the world. You don't have to get them headaches from thinking. Some people, they don't even know that they are not their thought. They don't know they can stop thinking. For you to actually feel in the best feeling of life is to stop thinking. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I don't know if YouTube's doing this to me personally or yeah, cuz it definitely doesn't make sense that all these people came in yesterday and then last night when I went live no one really came in. Yeah, I mean, That's a great point of view, Andreas. Yeah, I mean, I am like a therapist in a way. It is like a therapist. Most therapists aren't even happy, or they still have problems themselves. But I personally don't know any therapists. And we're actually talking about finding everlasting happiness. That is true. That is true, Andreas. That is true. But yeah. But yeah, I am like a therapist in a way. That's actually a real good one. But we can feel happiness now. Yeah, you quit going because of me. Happiness is right now. The love of life, it's right here, right now. It's not in your thoughts. It's the feeling, oh, I need to go do this. Oh, I want to go do this. You feel that way because that's what you truly want to do. It's your calling. And nothing is better than the stuff you want to do. You are radiating life, and you don't have to do anything. But when you get caught up in the mind, we have to quiet it down. Yeah. We're all here so we can actually begin to feel the life we are. Because this is where everything happens inside of you. And if you don't like your life, something bad happens to you, it's only because so you can get back to actually feeling your life. It will dictate where you need to go. If you ever follow your mind, it like my whole life I've always done what I love to do. And that's why we are here. But if you follow your mind, and it's a guessing game. It's just a question. You actually have to feel and do what you love. There's no thinking required. So you may know we have a soul. The soul does not think. It feels. You're such a great one. Well, thank you, Andreas. We've known each other for a while now. I'm going to see you. And I'm going to see everybody in here. Thanks for the words, Andreas. God bless you. Maybe you can send me an email. Send me an email, Andreas, and I'll send you a little something. That was bars, Navu? Yeah. I came on twice yesterday. It was a blast. If you want to watch, there's techniques and there's actual ideas. from the two lives I recorded yesterday. So September 8th. They're very good if you want to get closer to God and change your life. Okay. Hello, everybody. Adriano. Yeah. I mean, I'll send you it on Instagram. And it's on my Instagram. It's on my YouTube. It doesn't let me type in here, so I'm getting better by the day. Adriano, my body was messed up. I couldn't eat for years. And this is actually how I found God. And I never really believed in God before. And it's not a belief. I don't believe in God. I know of his existence, meaning I feel it. So it's not a belief anymore, like people say. Yeah. But it's actually right here for all of us. We think our mind, we let it dictate our life. But it's a lie. That your mind is the devil. Why do you do bad things? Or why does anybody? Because their mind. Just because you think something is good doesn't mean another person thinks it's good. So something that's very evil or negative in someone's mind, when they listen to their mind, this is how the devil works and is created, through the mind. It's not an outside source. It's inside of you. Well, they think their evil thing is good. Now, how you differentiate from the mind, you have morality. So the reason why you're not going and doing certain things is because you feel it's not right. It feels bad. I'm not going and chopping off kids' heads. I can go chop off kids' heads right now. I can. And so can you. But why aren't you? Because when you get stuck in the mind, it is the devil. It is lust. It is addiction. But when you start to feel and have empathy, then you know everything. Oh, this feels good to do. There's no thinking required. Why, Adriano? Because I went on the vegan diet years ago, and basically it messed me up so bad, I couldn't drink or eat anything. My whole body stopped working because of the vegan diet. I don't support no one in the vegan diet and no one in the vegetarian diet. I do not recommend them, and I go against anybody that supports it. Yeah. That's why. And I also was sitting outside of my body for many years. like 9 years I was sitting outside of my body. Yeah. So I clearly seen that I wasn't the, the brain. And I couldn't feel my body either, basically. Yeah. So I clearly seen that I wasn't the body or the brain. Hello, Andreas. Yeah, and that's where you are, right, Adriano? It comes from humans. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And we talked about that more yesterday in the beginning, the first live yesterday. Yeah. What evil really is just emotions when they become unbearable and the person becomes unconscious. So an emotion is really an entity. That's why everyone feels it. And it can take you over, and then you're just unconscious. You're not aware of what's going on. So that is the daemon. That is evil. Just uncontrolled emotions. Yeah. Really, it's a false sense of you, a false sense of who you actually are. You're not a doomer right now. Lego, I want you to hold the nut, and you're going to spice up your life. I don't believe him. Yeah, God is not a belief. It's actually something you feel, and it's the feeling of no thoughts. When you feel this, there won't be no thoughts. And it is the description of life. So people that believe in God, well, they don't really feel God. But you felt this at one time when you were a baby, before you were born. And we're always feeling life. It's the fundamental feel of everything. Everything has a fundamental vibration of life. It's why we're existing. That David Hoff cigarette. Spirituality can be, yes, anything can be used as a cope. But I feel like you're coping with cope, Lego. Your atheist friends are not you. And you might not know how they really feel. And again, believing God, it's different when you feel Him. And we can feel Him right now. Once we allow happiness out, we allow ourselves to be happy, it's natural, and we allow ourselves to love. Because then we feel His love. So when we feel happiness, when we feel love, that's who we really are. Life is actually just a feeling of life. There's no concept about it. There's no words that are going to bring you closer. Lego, you are very smart. Yeah, someone who lost their mind. That is true, Marlon Rodriguez. Yeah, yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah. And most people are losing themselves to emotions. And it's not only that they're losing themselves to emotions just for a day. Once you get caught up in it, then most of these people happen their whole entire life. One event that emotions took over, it controls their whole entire life. Yeah. I 100% agree with you, Marlon. Yeah. That's why anything you do in your life, it should be positive. Change it to a positive, even if you feel it's not or whatever. But it's just your perspective. The way you react and the way you think, it's just a perspective. But if you see it from a positive one, then you're okay. And which is God, positivity. Everything is positive when someone dies, when your cat dies. Just because you label it negative, now you're going to be upset. Now you're going to have other negative things because your viewpoint was a negative one. Everything is positive. It's already happening. But our perspective and the way we react, that's what gets us caught up as soon as we choose negative. That's okay, Andriano. God is the highest thing in existence. Yeah, because it is existence. It's literally the feel of existence, what is referred to as God. Because what is God? It's the feeling of life. It's a thoughtless feeling of life. It's actually very simple. And it's the greatest thing to feel. Everything comes from within inside of you. All your visions, everything you see, smell, touch, and hear, it's all happening inside of you. And below all that, below your thoughts or above, you are witnessing it all. It's the greatest feeling. Just life itself. There's nothing externally you have to get. There is nothing to get except loosening your thoughts and stop with the questions and stop going on with your mind. It never ends. I'm from Italy. Flowers, go ahead. Yeah, they have churches everywhere. Like even around me, they have so many churches, and it's like, yeah, Sicily. No eviction evidence. Yeah, because what God really is, it's just the feeling of life. It's, yeah. And when you do what you love, if you can't quiet your mind, there are techniques to do that. But if you can't quiet your mind, doing what you love will put you in a state of love. The feel of life itself. Yeah. Most people don't feel this, so. And someone who is evil, they're not going to feel this. They have no clue about it. That's why they worship something negative. Because their mind, they get guaranteed lust and all this material pleasures because it's all they know. What the devil really is, it's not really a person. It is it's negativity. Really, there is no devil. It's just going against yourself, not allowing yourself to feel love. You're the one that stops your joy. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why God is built into our system as morality. So when you feel your intuition, that is Him. Oh, okay, I shouldn't do this. More so, it's, oh, this is the way I should go. And then if you go that way and follow through, it comes through a feeling, intuition, then it will lead you to more of what you want or prefer. There really is no good or bad, but there's stuff you prefer. Yeah. And we all want the same thing. Even an evil person, he wants to feel good. We can all feel good, but it's the people who don't know how to feel good or what it is. And it's simply not being entangled in your mind and actually. So when you stop thinking, you feel the life that you are. There's nothing else outside of you to feel. Yeah. Everybody, whatever you do in your life, whether it's sex, drawing a picture, no matter what you do, you want to feel something. Your mind, it thinks about something. It has questions. What it wants to do, it wants to stop thinking, and it wants to feel what I'm talking about. It wants to feel your life. Yeah. That is true, Adriano. I'll be in Italy sometime. Probably next year, once we go worldwide. Helping people. Like in original creation, the mind was once divine. Yeah, because the mind is not really who we are. We just think we are the mind because that's all we're taught. That's all we know. So you just think it's you. You think it's a part of you. And then it becomes all you know. But really, the only way to defeat the mind is to always be positive. That's where you want to be anyway. If something sad happens in your life, your grandma dies, well, you're going to be sad as long as you're sad about it. It sounds very trivial, but as soon as you change it to a positive, getting over it, because any problem you have, you want to get over it. That's why you have a problem. There is no solving it. It's just getting over the idea of it being negative. It's all positive. And that's why if you have fun and do what you love, then you're already all right. But if you choose positivity, even with your mind, everything's okay. Everything happening is okay. Now go and live your life. Don't make excuses. Excuses are saying it's not okay. Well, it's going to be not okay until you say it's okay. It's so funny and ironic. Everything exists. Exactly. Marlon, that your mind can be, your best friend or an enemy in the Bhagavad Gita. My mind has always been like a best friend to me. Now, this is my mind, and I always would laugh at the silly stuff that would go on or make jokes. But I don't know what's going on in other people's mind. And apparently they're not making jokes and having fun. So this is why I'm doing this. Why I've came to this realization. And, you know, just because I'm having fun and I've been happy pretty much all of my life, most of it, these other people, even the gurus, haven't been happy. And they're still not happy. Yeah. So, you don't know what's going on in someone else's mind. And I was one of the happiest people. Simply, I just did what I loved. And so there wasn't that many thoughts on my mind. Yeah. That is true, Marlon. Yeah. But if we just drop the mind altogether, there are ways to do it. This is what anything you do, even right now, you want to go to the thoughtless state. It's your natural being. Yeah. So yes, it's better to have a best friend for the mind, of course. But most people, it's an enemy. And so they're going to have to implement techniques and actually do something to get rid of that and get into the thoughtless state. So that is true. Yeah. Because it's better not to even have a mind, because then you feel your intuition 24/7. You don't even have to interpret it. You don't have to guess. And actually, the mind takes energy. It's simply where your attention is focused. But feeling the life inside of you permanently and all the time, you just want to like lay back in a haystack. That's why these people run to the Himalayan mountains. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the Buddhists. I don't agree with a lot of the yogis. There are many reasons, but yeah. Hermes said it's all in mind. Yeah. A lot of these people in history, they weren't revered like they are in the Buddhist and India culture, maybe even Native Americans. They label these people philosophers and writers. But a lot of people in history actually, they knew about God, and that's what they talked about. Or the feeling of reality. Because reality, what is it? It's grass, it's the air, it's the elements. It's not anything you think about. It's actually just existing through the feeling of it. Reality it's a feel of life. It's a thoughtless state. Reality is in the thoughtless state, literally. Reality is not thinking, it's just living. Yeah, in the spiritual world, you You do everything through the mind, yes, but you know you don't have a body in the spiritual world, basically. So the interactions happen different. So like if you want a palace or a girl when you're in the spiritual world, you automatically get it. Automatically. If you think it, it happens. This world, you don't remember because you already have it. But this world is a distortion of the real spiritual world, which is the real life, actually. We're actually dead right now, so to speak. Yeah. And the last thing I'll say about like the spiritual heavens, uh, you're here, so you find it out now, and so you don't even have to come back to here. That's why it's a whole game. Else there would be no game. By using our pure God, divine intelligence, we can create a good world. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we all want to create basically a community, a garden of Eden, Shambhala. We all want this paradise place. But it's when we get caught up and conceived in our own thoughts. Yeah. We all want the same thing. That's the funny part about it. But I want to say something to everybody here that is true, Marlon. We are here. We are literally here to make the world a better place. You and me, not just me, not just you. Don't leave it all up to me. I'm going to do what I have to do. But you are here. What Marlon said, to create the better world. It is through you. God is using you as an instrument. And any problem that you have, you can overcome it right now. It's just the way you think about it. There has to be no reason for being alive. You can look at it that way, Adriano. You're allowed to look. That's the beauty of life. You can say that there's no reason, and that can be a way of looking at it. But it's actually the way, whatever you feel called to do, it's not, you're not thinking. It's what you feel called to do. An evil person or someone who's stuck in the head, they'll be like, I don't know what he's talking about. Because they've never even felt this before, or they completely lost memory. Because it's who we are. So whatever you feel is going to be your reason to be alive. It's different for everybody, but we are all wanting the same thing. Sounds like toxic positivity. Everything is going back to positivity. Yeah, most people don't yeah, they never get to know themselves or find their soul because they're around too many people, and they always go around people. Yeah, that's not good. Everyone's unique because we create our own attributes, and someone's just going to be unique in a certain situation. Yeah, that's what makes a person unique. Their quirks. Yeah. You were never really alone. That's true. Unique doesn't make you different from anybody else. We're not talking even about a difference. We're just talking about what you are. Yeah. There really is no difference. The life inside of me and everything, it's not just in me. It's the same feel, which is life. It's everywhere. It's not even just inside of you. That's why when you tap into God or the feel of life, that's what reality feels like. And you can feel it right now. Game is rigged from the start. Uh, God didn't make it unfair. Just people lost their willpower, and therefore they lost to other people. As we stated, the devil is actually in people's mind, and so is negativity. There's only one thing in the universe. Yeah, the universe. Mine is the enemy. Yeah. I think he enjoys me. That's great. Yeah. Anything that you think about anybody else, more so, your thinking goes against yourself. If you think negative, well, then you're going to feel negative. Yeah. So you actually create your reality. Why needs organized faith they claim needs to be worshipped? Because the way to escape reality, Lego, um, there is a science or techniques behind it. So you can feel God, and and it's multiple things. It's meant to be a devotional service. So you don't get caught up in the mind, and so you can escape this reality and also stop feeling bad. So that's why they have like songs but it's mostly taking away out of our culture. That's the real meaning of holidays. It's meant to be a holiday every day. And there's certain things you can do, more so a reference to India, where they have the rituals. And there's just a whole like way to do it, basically. But you don't have to do it. Yeah. Because when you help somebody else, or you give love and devotion to somebody else, it takes, instead of me that you think about, you're doing stuff for other people. It's like an animal sanctuary. It takes your mind off of everything. And that's why people love doing it. Yeah. Well, whatever you feel inside of you that God wants you to do, whatever you feel through your intuition, then that's what God needs you for. You can say that, Lego. Yeah, we don't ever die, Saint 9. Only our thoughts die. Only your identity dies. The feeling of life, it's all together. You're only separated when you think you're separated. Our soul doesn't ever die. But you actually have to feel this. You have to feel your soul to know this. It doesn't matter. If you know it intellectually, okay, you are closer than somebody who doesn't have a clue. But it's actually when you feel your soul, you realize you're not the body. You're not the mind. It's actually a feel more than an intellectual knowledge. But the intellectual knowledge is great because you can get closer. Yeah, I mean, but we're coming to like the end of the live. So, yeah, I mean, everyone always says interesting stuff. Yeah. It's the people who don't say nothing at all. And there's a lot of those people. Not really in here. Yeah. Yeah, we are all life. And what God really is, it's the same thing as reality, is the feeling of life. That's all it is. And it's a positive feeling. You won't feel negative about it. Only your mind can feel negative. Yeah, everything connects with existence itself. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about death, I think, right before you came in here, Saint 9. Like, literally. So. But, yeah, life is the same as death. Again, you only die to your thoughts. When your thoughts change, well, then your whole identity changes. Yeah, you, Navu, that is true. Yeah, I was gonna die like every day. I, I was also sitting outside of my body. So that's actually how I seen that I wasn't the body or the soul. Yeah. I mean, life is just really, it's magical. You know, the thing is, I want you to take it and be happy with your life and do what brings you happiness. Do what you feel called to do. Yeah, I mean, infinite matrices. Yeah, God is the one watching, and so are you. You are the one watching too. You're witnessing everything that's happening in your life. The way you react, though, well, you're choosing how you react. So if you choose negativity, then you're going to be fed with more negativity. Shit's not going to look right. You're not going to feel right. Thank you, OG Kali Das. Yeah. I'm here every morning around this time. Bless you all. We all want happiness. Even someone who's evil, they just want to feel something. Everybody wants to feel the life inside of them. Because your thoughts, they give you an illusion. They're not actually the feel of life itself. We are now sharing a moment in time. Yeah. And we're always sharing existence. It really sucks when you get caught up in the head. It's just a distortion of what we really are. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. But eventually you get sick of what's going on up here. And you want to feel something. Everything you do in your life, think about it. You want to generate a feeling. You want something to come out of it. You want to feel the life inside of you. After the whole of the infinite, we're here. I mean the chat's on fire. I mean it usually is, it's yeah, so time time is a waste of investment. Yeah, it's basically for us, we basically put our own selves into a shithole, and we have to climb out of the shithole by getting over any problem we think we have. Because it's only because we think. And if we feel called to do something, well, then we have to go do that. But I did have a video that dropped like 2 weeks ago. Time is a waste of time. There is no time. Everything grows and dies. But the spirit is just there. Yeah, we're going to be getting out of here real soon. We have limited time on Earth as humans, and God is in the middle. Yeah. We are just the seer. And if you stay seer, the thing is, it takes a concentration and energy. You have to have high energy. That's why the higher your energy, the better you are. From the foods you eat, from the way you think. And the more that you can just see without thinking and describing something, then the more you're sitting in God's presence. Simply, you're not thinking. Yeah, it's you can do it right after the live. Look at something, whatever you want, and just look at it without describing it, without thinking about it. How long can you do that, though? Does that make sense? Because we are a part of God. You can even say we are God. But we only merge with it once we become aware of our thinking. And then we begin to feel it once there's no thinking going on. The life rises. The mind basically weighs it down, the life, so you don't feel it. And yeah, there's really nothing to even think about. It sounds ironic to the mind. Yeah. But it's just when there's nothing on the mind, you have nothing to debate with yourself. You're always debating with yourself, really. Nothing on your mind, there's not a problem. You have no issue. And then you feel happiness, and then it's just like nothing bothers you. Yeah. It's simply, if you don't care what anybody does or say, you're very close to an enlightenment. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter what anybody else says. It only matters how you react. Think of any time you felt real negative, and then we'll get out of here. Anytime you got real angry, it doesn't matter what happened. You had a thought, and it made you feel like the devil. When you were sad, the thought is what made you sad. You actually, believe it or not, made yourself sad. There's nothing wrong with feeling sad. There's nothing wrong with being sad. But you create how you feel. And anybody that feels negative or something they don't want to feel, that's because you want to change it, or you want to feel positivity. Anything that you have to overcome is just so you can get back to being positive and feeling good. That's all it is. We always want to feel good. Yeah. God bless all you guys. Thank you all for being here. We're going worldwide next year. Yeah. Do what makes you happy. When you become the awareness of your thoughts, you just see everything happening in reality. Don't react to it. They want to get you to react. That's the thing. And that's how you get trapped. How you get bind. Yeah. We'll be here tomorrow in the morning. I might even go a little later today, about like 8 to 10 hours from now. Everything, just laugh at everything. Actually laugh. The reason why you don't feel happiness, this goes for anybody. The reason why you don't feel love, you don't get love from someone else. If you feel it inside of you, you'll never get it how you want from someone else. You can get it from someone else as long as you feel it inside of you first, and you feel it all the time. Then you won't need it. Only when you constrict your happiness, when you resist what makes you happy, then you don't have happiness. It's so people really have resistance towards their own happiness. It sounds so ridiculous, but our world is just backwards like that. Yeah, I mean, you all had great comments and great explanations. I mean, so the reason why people don't love each other, you can just go see for yourself. They're holding back their love. They're afraid to say goddamn hi to you in the street, in the city. So the reason why you don't feel love is because you constrict yourself. Spread your love. Let your happiness loose. And then you'll feel amazing. It's only you who are really dictating your life. And there's no one ever to blame. As soon as we blame someone else, we're giving them our power. This is why they like the devil. Not that he's wrong, or the devil's wrong. They want to put like all the power into him. But it's really feeling negative. Yeah. A lot of rich people, yeah, they're not happy. You may see pictures and Instagram models, these people are happy. Some of them, maybe. But doesn't mean they're always happy. They could be completely miserable. What if they're getting paid to fake happiness? Oh shit. We're not caught up in all that monkey business.